been on YouTube for about a year and a half now, and I realized I've never done like a formal introduction video, so that is what I'm going to do today. If you guys are new here, if you've been here for a while, I want to reintroduce myself and give kind of a formalish introduction to who I am and what this channel is about. So my name is Alexis. I am 25 years old now, which is crazy. I started this YouTube channel a little bit less than a year and a half ago. I started it in 2024 January, and let me tell you guys, when I started this, I had been off social media for such a long time. I did not even know what a reel was, so I really did the research. I planned everything. I mean, having a YouTube channel has always been on my heart, and something that I even, pretended to do with my friends when we were kids. So having a YouTube channel was something that I've always wanted to do. I've just never had the drive or the push to do it. And I would say the biggest factor of me actually starting my YouTube channel was, one, I became a new mom. I graduated college. I got married, and I was just kind of in this season of life. I literally just had my second baby, and they're 14 months apart. So I gave birth in December of 2023, started my YouTube channel in January of 2024. And ultimately, why I started it was because I wanted to have a creative outlet that I could feel like I was doing something for myself, because all up until this point, I had been in college, I had been in school, I had been working, I had been doing the normal grind of life, and I hadn't had time to honestly sit down and do a YouTube channel or learn a new skill. So something that I really, really, really wanted to do was sit down, make time for myself, and to learn a new skill and to do YouTube, because I knew if I didn't start now, if I didn't start back then, I probably would have never started. So it was just the perfect opportunity. And while yes, it was hard because I was a stay-at-home mom to a quite literal newborn baby who was just a few weeks old, and then also I had a 14-month-old boy at home, so I did what I could during nap time, when I could learn about YouTube during downtime, or try to figure out what a reel was, because honestly, I had been off social media for at least since like 2 or 3 years. I had been off social media. So while Instagram was changing, while everything was changing, I just kind of lost touch with it. I was on TikTok in 2020 and got off of it when me and my husband got married. So it was like starting new. I was like a grandma, okay? I literally had no idea, and I had to figure out everything from the ground up, everything from scratch. So if I can do it, if you want to start a YouTube channel or social media, you can do it, because honey, trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. I will forever stand on that hill. If I can do it, you can do it too. But yeah, I started this YouTube channel because I wanted to have a creative outlet. I wanted to also make memories and take a lot of videos of my 2 babies, who I was quite literally watching them grow. So I thought it would be fun to put vlogs together. I thought it would be fun to just share about motherhood and have these things to like look back, because I think it's so cool. I look back at the videos that I first made, and I've seen how much I've grown to now, and it's kind of crazy, because listen, you're always going to start at a bad point, right? You're never going to start at the highest point, because you're learning. We're all learning. So like looking back, it's so fun to look back and see how much I've grown in that past time, and that was certainly what I wanted to do. I've always been in love with taking pictures and documenting memories, and having a YouTube channel and having this creative outlet allows me to do that in kind of a structured way. It's kind of like scrapbooking in a way, or like journaling, but with a community, with you guys, and online, and bringing that into this new digital era. Yeah, if that makes sense. So the videos that I post on here kind of align with everything motherhood, navigating life in your 20s, because listen, marriage, motherhood, pregnancy. I'm currently 20 weeks pregnant. Not 20 weeks. I'm currently 21 weeks Crazy. 21 weeks pregnant with my third baby, and I'm 25 years old. I got married when I was 21. Yeah, met my husband when I was 20, got married when I was 21, had my first baby at 22, had my second baby at 23, and now I'm having my third baby at 25. So I feel like I just went from teenage years to 20s, and then I started this whole new life. So I wanted to be I really wanted to be a light for other people who are going through similar seasons, because I kind of took a more non-traditional route, I guess, is that I got married super young. I had my first baby super young, and then I kept having babies, and now I'm going to be having my third baby at 25, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, I just wanted to be a light to other mothers. I know that motherhood can be so isolating, and at times, like, we might not have community around us. So I found so much comfort in watching other creators just do the whole mom life, even if I'm not necessarily watching them, but it's just on in the background. Having that sense of like friendship or kind of relatability to these other moms who are still very much in the thick of parenting, in the thick of being a mom, maybe stay-at-home mom. Like, I found so much comfort in that. So I also wanted to be that safe place for people. Listen, I'm not gonna be the type to be like, my life is perfect all the time, right? There's obviously challenges that come with it, and things that you go through in life that's just not easy, and that I want to be open and share with you guys. So this is honestly, as much as of an outlet, a creative outlet, it's also like a what's the word that I'm trying to think of? It's like a soul outlet, like, right? Like, I'm connecting with you guys while making these videos, like going through life with you guys as well as I'm documenting my life. I don't know how to explain it, but I hope that makes sense. It's really cool. I think the whole YouTube thing is really cool, and being able to connect and get a little bit of glimpse into other moms' lives has been honestly really healing for me, and I wanted to bring that same energy to you guys. What else? You know, like when they ask you that question when you're in school, tell us a little bit about yourself, I always kind of freeze. I feel like that's very common to freeze. Yeah, so I've been married for almost 4 years now, which is crazy. I'm married to an Ethiopian man, so culture-wise, it's good. It's amazing. I love him, and I wouldn't change it for the world, but definitely a culture shock, especially when I've just grown up in a normal, typical American culture. We don't really have much culture, sadly. And then going into like marrying someone with a completely different culture. So we also talk about that in our videos. Sometimes I make videos with my husband and we talk about marriage, we talk about parenthood. Sometimes he will give his side of things, and we just like to have open and fun, candid conversations. We have this podcast where we kind of just talk about anything and everything, and honestly, we love getting your guys' input to talk about some of the things that you guys want to hear. We've talked about spiritual things, we've talked about real life things, we've talked about messy things, we've talked about good things. Like, we really do share a lot and want to share a lot, because we want to be a light for you guys, and we want to help other couples and other people. In that, we're also helping ourselves. And not to say that we know everything, because we definitely don't, but through our experience and what we've learned, we're just sharing honestly what we've learned. So yeah, that's about it. And I guess I also share, like, I think I said this, like motherhood vlogs, lifestyle content, girly things, figuring out who I am as a mom and a girl who's in her 20s. I have a college degree, but I don't use it. So there's just a lot of things that I feel like I can relate to other people in that way, because I'm literally not following the standard of what you're supposed to do once you graduate college. But that's okay. That's okay. I love this life. I love being a mom. I've literally always wanted to be a mom. I've wanted to be a wife. This is just a dream come true, and literally only something that God could have done in my life. And that's another thing. I love Jesus on this channel. I'm not afraid to share that. We don't typically get into like a lot of religious talks, but that is something that we value and we love, and that is a huge part of our life that shapes our life, is our walk with God, our relationship with God, and sometimes we'll talk about it, but it's not like every video. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be teaching, really. So, but yeah, we love Jesus. And some other things about me: I love coffee. I love going to coffee shops. I feel like I just love a good sweet drink. Like, not too sweet, but like, I love poppies. Like, I've been drinking poppies all spring, all summer. They're so good. Just like, I just love a good sweet drink. I love coffee. I like matcha. I like going out and trying new things. I like going for walks. Something that I recently started was getting back into my fitness journey, which has been different now that I'm pregnant and going through all of that again. Honestly, I feel like in this channel, you're just gonna see my life and how it just constantly is evolving and changing, and the person I am today is not going to be the person that I am in a month or 6 months from now or a year from now, and that's great. That's honestly great, because if you stay the same, like, what's the point of staying the same? We're always supposed to grow, change, and evolve and get better from the moment that we're in right now. But yeah, I love a good sweet drink. I love taking photos. I love non-toxic skincare. That's another thing I really have been like looking into. I feel like ever since I got pregnant is like what I'm putting on my skin, what I'm putting into my body. And I've learned a lot, y'all, about like just chemicals that we're putting on our body and how it affects us and what we're eating. So I'm definitely not perfect, because I will definitely be the mom who like goes grocery shopping and gets mostly organic stuff and like checks the labels, but then will bring her kids to Chick-fil-A unashamed. I feel like I'm definitely more into balance, and if I'm stressing over every single ingredient, that's going to bring more harm into my life than just being open and just not stressed. So, but that is something that I do value and very much care for, is what I'm putting on my body, how I'm feeding my kids, and what I'm putting on their skin as well. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me. Also, fashion, I guess it's definitely changing now because I'm pregnant, because I have this huge bump on my belly. But I'm just getting into fashion and I don't know, just fun things and just growing and evolving, and in every single way. Oh, I love doing makeup, hanging out with friends, traveling to California. I love going to California, but just traveling in general. So yeah, that's what you can expect from this channel. And if you haven't met me before, I'm so glad that I got to meet you guys, and welcome to my channel. And I look forward to seeing your guys' comments. You guys' comments always make my day. I love seeing you guys interacting and just being involved. Like, every time I see your comments, I'm just like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, I don't know, I just love interacting with you guys, and so far you have been so sweet. So if you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you along. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.